Okay. Where shall we start?
I don't know. I've been so excited to talk to you because I wanted to tell you how great everything went. We went to Cozumel from Nashville. I went on 4 different flights.
Yeah.
Got myself a little ring.
And so you got your pictures to practice on there?
Yes. And
Five,
I've
four, three,
got
two,
the
one.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1 to remember.
Yeah.
And then I used your airplane pictures. And then I drew little pictures of all the things I was afraid of.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you got
So
the
it worked
space
really, really well. I did this little cheat sheet so I would know that's your ones that take along with me, to
Yes.
take you
Take me
along
along.
with me.
Yep. That's the
Yeah,
difference.
it was great. It was really great. You know, I met all the pilots. They were super nice to me. I got to sit in 2 cockpits. They announced me over the loudspeaker. They said, we'd like to welcome our new friend, Anne.
Good thing you aren't shy about all this. This is a lot of publicity on an airplane with a bunch of strangers.
The first flight that we went on, at the end of the flight, the pilot came out of the cockpit and gave me a hug. The last pilot, he came out and he said, you know, this made me really teary-eyed because he had a mom and either a sister or a wife that's afraid to fly.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I told him how great your program is. And I said, have them try this.
Well, were you surprised how well you did?
I was. I went in pretty confident. I felt prepared because I felt like I had all the right information in my head. The turbulence part was very helpful. The turbulence didn't seem to bother me. And as we were doing things like the noise abatement change and the descending and just the change, you know, when they changed the engine, how fast they were going, it didn't seem to bother me so much because I knew what it was. And I just had my picture of being in jello the whole way. And so I knew I wasn't going to fall out of the sky. And that was really great. One of the co-pilots turned around and said to me, you know, we have wives and children to go home to also, and we're not going to fly unless it's safe.
Yeah.
My husband paid a little bit extra to sit a little closer up front, which helped because the plane wasn't as bumpy.
Yeah.
You know, I was impressed. And when I got nervous, I did my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and it really helped.
What was flying like before?
The last time I flew was about 3 years ago, I think. And I flew to California with my husband to see my family, and it was terrible. Totally just all of nerves the whole time. I don't drink hard liquor, and I drank a lot of vodka tonic, and it didn't help. I was nervous and scared the entire time. I was so freaked out. The lady next to me kept saying, it's okay, you know, you're going to be all right. It was hard. It was really hard. And then I would have where I would get off the airplane and try to enjoy my vacation, and I couldn't because all I could think about was having to get back on the plane. Yeah.
Just dreading the flight back for the whole vacation can really spoil it. That's great. I'm glad you did so good. That's terrific. So where are you going to go next?
Well, my husband said, because he travels a lot for work, and he has to go to Chicago in October. And he said, well, you know, if you would be willing to fly by yourself, you could come up and we could have a nice weekend together in Chicago. And I said, okay. And he was like, what? Wow. He was really happy. So I think I can do it. I think I can do it.
Okay.
I feel armed and ready, and I'll do my strengthening exercises again before I go. But now we're talking about going to France.
The whole world is open to you now. It's great.
Well, I have to tell you, I was so excited when I got back because I really wanted to tell you how well it went. And it just was like a whole different world. And I'm excited because we're going to go back to California for Christmas, and I feel like I can do that. I just feel like things are really open to me now. The traveling will be different from here on out. And I'm excited because I love to travel and I love to explore, but over the past so many years, I haven't been able to do that. I hated being trapped by that. And I was just so excited to tell you, it really, really works,
Yeah,
Tom.
I
It really,
know, I
really
know.
works.
Now you know. And I know what I wanted to mention is that when your next flight is coming up, maybe starting about 4 days before, go through the strengthening exercise again to link, to freshen up those links so that they're really ready to kick in right away. And once you refresh them, you just get on the airplane and fly like everybody else, and it takes care of you automatically, which is a big surprise, I think, right? When you find out you don't have to do anything on the plane and you're okay.
Oh, it was very, very surprising. And then to have the ability to calm myself down, I never got to where the anxiety just went up and up and up, which was wonderful. And I've been doing some medical stuff as well. They discovered that I have an anomaly on one of my genes that makes you feel extra, like your fight or flight
Yeah,
response is bigger
yeah.
than most people. So I
Mhm.
have that gene. So that was even great to be able to overcome that.
This is really great that this works so well with the genetic issue as well. Well, we all have a calming system, but when you're born, it doesn't, it's there, but we don't know how to operate it. So for the first year and a half of life, mom's got to do the calming, or whoever's taking care of you. And if things really work well, you kind of build in what she does to calm you. And if things don't work really well, instead feel like, hey, I can't really recover very easily from getting upset. So I just got to be in control, make sure I don't get upset. And if I can't be in control, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how we go along until we find out, hey, we can fix that calming system so it'll work for you automatically, which is nice.
It was very good. I thank you very much. It has given me newfound freedom, and I'm excited for what's going to be next. And I have been telling everyone I know that is, oh, I'm afraid to fly. I'm like, seriously, try this. I'm not
Yeah,
kidding you. You've
yeah.
got to try this.
That's the tricky thing. People tend to think nothing's going to work in their case. They know, well, these things work for other people, not for me, because we all think that we're the worst case ever or the impossible case. But that's who we work with. We keep succeeding. Thank you so much for trying it and finding out. I really
Yeah.
appreciate you joining in on this today to help get the word out. That's also important.
Oh, absolutely. I'm a fan for life. I thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ann.